And welcome back. This is Kelly, and I'm here with Karen, and we're here to answer your grief questions. And we're in the full holiday swing now. So, this question is a great one, which I think anybody, not even just grieving people, should maybe consider. And the question for you, Karen, is it okay to indulge during the holidays when you're grieving, or should you be more careful?
Yeah. Well, and the part of it, like, is it okay? Like, I'm not going to say no, it's not okay. It's certainly understandable and sometimes almost feels unavoidable when you are surrounded by so much, if you are participating in holiday parties and things like that. I think it depends too what we're talking about indulging in, because sometimes are we indulging in alcohol? Are we indulging in sweets? The thing to just be mindful of, and this is the holidays and the whole rest of the year, is that I think there is a tendency when we're going through a really hard time to want to make ourselves feel better. And I can see you smiling because I know that you're going through a hard time. And I mean, do you want to speak to this a little bit where you've been at?
Yeah. So we're recording this today on December 12th ahead of time for the videos. And a month ago, my dad died. He had been sick for a couple of months, and but still pretty sudden and unexpected in my opinion. And I was with him. So I have been trying to navigate this. And what I've noticed is my jeans are much tighter and I have been eating a lot more of everything. I am gluten free normally. And I've just decided to eat whatever the heck I've wanted the last month. So, which is some of it has been really good, but and my body is maybe not responding or my joints either. But
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, like, the other parts of life, we can be a little bit more regimented with our exercise and our eating, and we can feel a little bit more motivated about it. But the challenge is that for a lot of us, we do think of eating well in terms of deprivation, and that I need to deprive myself of things that I like, but that's what I'm willing to do. And that's the trade off I'm willing to make. But I think when we're grieving, we're feeling deprived. I don't want to deprive myself of anything else. I deserve this. It's okay. Who cares? All of that kind of stuff. And we're even willing to deal with willing to deal with some of the consequences, I think. So, Kelly, where you're at right now, like, okay, it is the holidays. This did just happen. And if this is something that you feel like you need, or that's okay. Um, and I guess the only thing is just to be thinking about the longer term. If it really is only the holidays, if it really is only like a sort of short term sort of thing, as long as we're kind of generally staying aware of the idea that we don't want to cause more problems for ourselves down the road, more habits that I need to untangle myself from, as I'm starting to feel better, through my grieving process. But then all of a sudden I realize that I've picked up some pretty bad habits. Some people it's smoking. I mean, it could be, or
Mhm.
buying a lot. That's a big
Yep.
indulgence for a lot of
Oh,
people. It's,
yes,
it's Amazon.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of trying to think about what we deserve, because that's the other piece of it too, is that I think sometimes we feel like I deserve this. I'm going through a hard time, I deserve it. But if in the longer term it's going to make you feel bad, it's like, no, you don't deserve to feel bad if that's what's going to happen. So
Exactly. Well, I
yeah,
always say, like, we think comfort food, right? Oh, we need this comfort food, right? We
yeah,
had mac and cheese last night for dinner, right? This
yeah,
comfort food. It really only makes us uncomfortable.
right, right.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so
So
we have to think about that as well.
So maybe it's like everything a moderation thing. I mean, certainly you don't have to be as strict and regimented as you've been maybe in other parts of your life. If there's a couple things, I mean, listen, if there's something that can make you feel good right now, if it's a cookie, if it's mac and cheese, those little comforts are also really, really important. So we're just kind of trying to find the balance, and I think that word
Exactly.
indulge is just kind of like when it's maybe gone to the next step. So, we want to be careful with the indulgence, but do we want to treat ourselves here and there? Do we want to not be too tough on ourselves? Yeah, I think that that's okay. I really do.
All right. So sum it up quickly, Karen,
Okay.
to answer the question. Is it okay to indulge during the holidays when you're grieving, or should you be more careful?
Yeah, I think just being, again, mindful of the idea of deprivation and reminding ourselves that as we are trying to self soothe through some things, that we are not causing bigger problems for ourselves down the road. So, yes, finding small comforts in things that can make us feel good, like some food or something that we enjoy, but just not creating an unhealthy habit that's only going to be more issues later.
Thanks so much, Karen.
Sure.
And thanks for watching. We release new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So make sure you subscribe or like us and follow along, and we'll be back.